Welcome, Virgo, to the third week of July's weekly love reading. I've already cut and shuffled the deck, and at the bottom is the Chariot in reverse. So someone is wanting to move forward, but there is a blockage. And at the bottom of the other deck is Release. So the situation is calling for someone to release something in the situation, Virgo. Let's go ahead and take a look at the reading. All right, the Moon card represents the sign of Pisces. So for some of you, there might be a Pisces involved in your situation. Moving on from that, we have the King of Wands. King of Wands in reverse is like a chameleon. He's like someone that changes. Your partner may have changed, and he or she is not being their true selves. They're not acting the way that they used to, the way that they did in the beginning. And we've got the Lovers in reverse. So for some of you, this could represent a Gemini, or this could just represent that there was a fallout in a love relationship. I want to say twin flame, but a soulmate relationship. Some of you may have felt like this was your soulmate. So with the Moon in reverse, there are some secrets. So let's go ahead and get into the reading. Let's clarify this Moon card. What is this Moon card about, please? Clarifying the Moon card is the Eight of Pentacles. So someone is working to hide their secrets. Someone is really working hard to hide what it is that is hidden. They're working really hard to keep what they're doing hidden from you. Okay, Virgo, let's find out what this King of Wands in reverse is about. Let's find out what this chameleon activity is about. Someone is not being their true selves. And the Knight of Swords, they may be speaking to you very rudely, or they may just be cutting you out. But there's a lot of haste involved, a lot of hasty words, speaking with no filter, not thinking before they speak. So this is how your partner can be acting towards you, Virgo, or you acting toward your partner. Just very hasty and cutting them off before they can finish their sentences. So we've got the Lovers, and not hearing them out is what I feel. Like you're not hearing your partner out, or your partner is not hearing you out. They're very abrupt in the way that they speak with you, and they're not the person that they normally are. They've changed up on you unexpectedly. So we've got the Lovers in reverse. So like I said, for some of you, this could be a Gemini, but there's been a fallout in your relationship lately. And let's go ahead and clarify what this Lovers in reverse is about. Okay, clarifying the Lovers in reverse is the Knight of Pentacles. So someone is being very slow, or the release that happened in the relationship, the relationship could have unraveled slowly. This wasn't something that necessarily happened quickly, but someone is making their way out of the relationship rather slowly and methodically. Moving on to the next row is the Death card. So for some of you, there may be a Scorpio involved in the situation, or there's a transformation going on in the situation. And for some of you, there may be an ending to the relationship. But let's go ahead and clarify this Death card. What's the Death card about, please? Okay, card fell on the floor. The Death card is clarified by the Hierophant. So there's been an end to a marriage or a long-term commitment, it looks like. And for some of you, this could represent the sign of Taurus. The High Priestess. The High Priest, okay, I want you to take a look at these cards. This represents the couple. And go ahead and apply it accordingly. If you're not a man and woman couple, then it's woman and woman, man and man. But the Hierophant is the High Priest, and we've got here the High Priestess. but the High Priestess is in reverse. So this shows me that the two of you are not seeing eye to eye any longer. I feel the two of you are at odds. Or the two of you are just on two different sides of the spectrum. One of you might want it to work, and the other of you is giving up. But let's clarify this High Priestess. So some of you are not using your intuition in the situation. You put your intuition aside. Okay, Virgo, we're clarifying this High Priestess in reverse. Let's find out why you're not tapping into your intuition in your love situation. Alright, Virgo, the High Priestess is clarified by the Devil. So some of you are not using your intuition regarding this toxic situation that you feel tied to. You feel weighed down. And for some of you, there could be addictions. Some of you might feel like you can't let go. Like you just must have this person and you can't see yourself without them. So you feel tied to this. And your intuition is off because you're not listening to your inner voice because you're too focused on trying to hold on to the relationship. But there is a lot of trickery involved in the relationship. It's not all what it seems. Some of you are feeling very despondent about the relationship. You've just given up. And some of you just want that passion back. And you just wish God or the universe would enlighten your partner because you want them to see that you are their soulmate. I feel like that's what some of you are wanting. But with the Page of Swords, I feel like there's a lot of gossip going on about your relationship. And there could also be someone spying. But let's go ahead and clarify the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is clarified by the Moon in reverse. So there are some secrets that came out, probably through gossip in your situation. You probably found out some plans or some trickery that your partner had up their sleeves through gossip. Or by spying on them to get some information that they weren't giving you. Okay, moving on to the next row is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So some of you are feeling at a loss, especially with this Five of Cups next to it. Both of these cards represent loss and disappointment and hurt. So some of you are really hurt and crying over spilled milk, as is depicted in the Five of Cups, just really crying over what happened, but not realizing. Okay, the person in the card is so focused on the cups that have spilled over and does not realize that there are two full cups behind them. So all is not lost. It's all in our perspective and how we see things. But I feel like for some of you Virgos or your partner, you're not choosing to see the full big picture of the situation. You're only choosing to focus on the loss. For some of you is what I'm feeling with the two lost cards here back to back. Let's go ahead and clarify this Ten of Pentacles. What is this Ten of Pentacles about? So I get that some of you are giving up on the relationship, or Virgo, your partner is giving up on you. Okay, card fell on the floor. Ten of Pentacles in reverse is clarified by the Hermit in reverse. So some of you are really, I want to say, self-loathing. You're blaming yourself for the turnout of the relationship. You're really in your head and about this loss. Like really, really depressed about it, I feel. And let's clarify this Five of Cups. Let's see what this Five of Cups is about. So there's definitely a feeling of loss that's definitely been established with these 3 cards next to each other. 5 of Cups is clarified by the 9 of Swords. So yes, you're really in your head about this. You're really, really shaken up about this. I feel that the pain is so deep. The Knight of Wands. So yeah, I just feel like someone has given up. The fire has, there's no more passion in the relationship. The passion is lost. There's even some immaturity going on. But let's clarify the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is clarified by the World. So there's a completion to the cycle. So the relationship is done for some of you. And it calls for a release of your partner. Because your partner is wanting to move forward. And for some of you, it involves a Cancer. But I see all signs here. I see air signs with the swords. I see, we've got pentacles here. Virgo, this could represent you with the pentacle energy. I see earth signs. I see all signs here. Okay, so someone in your situation, Virgo, is wanting to move forward, but there's a blockage or a slowdown regarding that for some reason. And this is because they were caught. Someone in your situation, Virgo, maybe you caught them when you were spying. Because some secrets did come out. And the trickery was revealed. And this led some of you to want to give up. And someone needs to make a judgment call. But the ultimate thing is that the relationship ends. And this might have had something to do with a 3-party situation. And some illusions, some trickery. I feel like your partner, you or your partner, was maybe more focused on getting attention outside of the home. And there was a lot of fighting, a lot of one-upping behavior. And it finally ended in heartbreak. And I feel strongly for some of you that this had something to do with a 3-party situation. And someone feeling like they had options and they were giving off illusions and trickery. So my heart feels heavy for you all, Virgo. So this concludes your reading for, okay, and then at the bottom of the deck before we conclude the reading is someone wants to come out of conflict, or someone no longer feels like they want to compete outside of the relationship. I feel like there was a lot of competition. So Virgo, this concludes your reading. Okay, Virgo, I'm going to do a second spread for you. For those of you who did not resonate with that message that I just read for, we'll do a second spread to see if this resonates any better with you, or to see if this gives you a little bit more insight regarding your situation. So I'll go ahead and shuffle the deck and we'll get started. So for some of you, I feel like, Virgo, your partner might be very demanding right now. Demanding of your time, your energy, or just making ultimatums. And there was recently a time of heartbreak for the two of you. And someone's starting to get over the heartbreak right now. And someone has some baggage and they're really considering moving on. Strongly feel like it might have something to do with someone from the past. but I'll clarify. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle. Okay. Some of you are feeling overburdened. You know what? I'm gonna keep going. Some of you are getting over feeling left out in the cold. Or for some of you, there's just a feeling of loss. Okay? For some of you, there could be a Libra involved in the situation, but you feel like the situation calls for justice. You want justice in the situation. And there's good things coming for some of you. We've got the Ten of Cups. So some of you are wanting stability, and you may get it. We've got the Knight of Cups. So there's an offer that's being made that's not getting off the ground. We've got the Hierophant in reverse. This may have something to do with a Taurus for some of you, but it could represent an end to a marriage, or someone's being rebellious, and that leads to the world, an ending for some of you. Okay, let me go ahead and begin to clarify. Let's clarify this Knight of Wands in reverse. So I'm going to put these back, but I want to show you these cards before I do put them back. The Hanged Man. So if someone's being very demanding, someone's being a diva, and they're leaving someone hanging. They're taking some time out to think. And they're getting over this feeling of betrayal, or this ending that possibly happened, because I do have a number 10 there. We've got the High Priestess, so someone was not using their intuition. On second thought, I'm going to leave these cards here. And we've got the King of Cups, someone that is just emotionally unbalanced, has no regard for the other one's feelings, or has no regard for consequences whatsoever. Moving on from that, we have the Three of Swords. So someone is getting over a feeling of heartache. It may have had something to do with the three-party situation, but we'll see. Clarified. Okay, it's always so many cards that want to come out. Let me try to reshuffle and see if I can get one card. Three of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Wands. So there was some information that came in, some communication, or something via text or email came in that you discovered, I feel, and it broke your heart. You may have found out about a three-party situation through by doing your research or searching through your partner's things, and you came across some information that led you to unveiling the fact that your partner may have been involved with a three-party situation. Six of Swords, someone has some baggage and some deep hurt, but I feel like someone's moving on. Especially with the World card there, a cycle has been completed. So someone may have decided to go back to someone from their past. And that's clarified by the Queen of Wands. Again, another diva energy. So someone is demanding, very demanding, about maybe leaving or moving out. Maybe they're setting their terms on how they want to do this, or setting their terms on the breakup. But I'll go. This will become clearer as I continue to clarify. So we've got the Ten of Wands. Someone's feeling overburdened, or someone's working hard at something. But I strongly feel that it's a feeling of overburden, being overburdened. Yes, partner is feeling overburdened by the relationship, by the marriage, by this long-term commitment that they were having with you, or this is your partner, Virgo. Hierophant, once again, represents the sign of Taurus. So the Taurus is being repeated here. We've got the Hierophant twice here. The Five of Pentacles, someone is being left out in the cold, or there's a feeling of loss because there's an apology that's not accepted, or someone does not want to start over. So someone's being left out in the cold and there's a feeling of loss. Justice card, for some of you this is a Libra, but some of you just want justice. You feel like you were done wrong and you want justice for the situation. And someone needs to make a decision, but your partner is not acting the way that they normally would. They're taking a slow and methodical approach but they're not taking a risk. But there's not a completion to the cycle. So someone is taking their time to think about what they want to do. They're being very slow. But they're not wanting to take a risk on starting over. But you want justice. But someone is taking their time. You may be going to them and asking them to start over. And they're not giving you a straight answer. They're giving you the runaround, is what I feel. And they're taking their time. But ultimately what they're really thinking is they don't want to take a risk. They feel like it's too risky. And they feel like the cycle will just continue. But you want justice. You or your partner. The Ten of Cups. I feel like you want this Ten of Cups. But I feel like for some of you it is coming in. We do have an ending here. So maybe, for some of you, there might be someone coming back to you. Maybe someone from your past to give you this Ten of Cups. That's a scenario for some of you that I see on the table. So this Ten of Cups, let's go ahead and clarify what this Ten of Cups is about. Yeah, but I see that someone wants an apology. Or wants to apologize, and someone's not going to accept it. And what clarifies the Ten of Cups is a complete contradiction and injustice. I feel like someone wanted or was hoping for this Ten of Cups situation with their partner, but instead they were done wrong. They got the exact opposite of what they were hoping for, what you or your partner were hoping for in this situation, Virgo. The Knight of Cups. So someone is emotionally imbalanced. There may be some immaturity going on, or some jealousy. I'm seeing jealousy as well. There might be some jealousy is what I see with the Knight of Cups in reverse regarding some information that you came across regarding confirming a three-party situation for some of you. Or some jealousy. You found out some information maybe about an ex returning for your partner. And like I said, for some of you, a partner may return from the past for you. But there's definitely some jealousy for some of you. Let's clarify this Knight of Cups in reverse. What's this Knight of Cups about? Knight of Cups is clarified by the 10 in reverse. So there's some losses. There's jealousy and an overall feeling of loss. Jealousy over the three-party situation. And then you're upset and just really sulking about the loss. You or your partner. So we've got the Hierophant in reverse. So this is either rebelliousness, or this shows that there was a fallout in the marriage relationship. So let's clarify the Hierophant. And again, for some of you, there is a Taurus. So we've got way too many cards. I'm going to put these back. There's like 10 cards that wanted to clarify the Hierophant. So let's see if we can narrow it down. What's this Hierophant in reverse about? Clarifying the Hierophant in reverse is the World card. So there is an end to a cycle. There's an end to the marriage. After you discovered this information about the three-party situation that was going on, maybe regarding someone ex, regarding an ex of your partner's. So you decided, or you or your partner decided, to be focused on something other than the relationship. You've decided to distract yourself with other things, maybe distract yourself with work or your money. But it ultimately ends. We've got the World card there, so there's an end to a cycle. And yes, your lover changed, your partner changed on you abruptly, but someone was using their intuition regarding the situation. Someone in your situation, Virgo, was suspecting that there might have been a three-party situation, and there were some illusions. There were some illusions. Yes, and there was some insecurity. Finding out this information regarding, you found out something maybe from social media regarding your partner considering going back to their ex. If it wasn't through social media, it was through text. But some information came in about it. We'll put it that way. And this left you feeling jealous and insecure. And there's some bittersweetness to it. Because you were hoping for this Ten of Cups situation, and instead what you got was injustice. But someone, your partner, is feeling overburdened about the marriage. And they are leaving you left out in the cold, and you've got an overall feeling of loss because this person won't accept your offer. They won't accept your apology. They don't want to go back. They're ready to go forward. They don't want to take a risk by accepting your offer. They'd rather make another choice to move on. And they feel like that's how they get their justice. Or they feel like this is fair, but they let go because they have caused you a lot of pain and they don't know how to fix it. Yes, they've caused you to feel, you or your partner Virgo has caused you to feel this. And they've been feeling this, overburdened. So your partner is feeling like they're better off letting you go, but they're not being very direct. They're leaving you hanging. And when you ask for clarity, you're getting a very slow answer. You feel like they're going around in circles and not giving you a straight answer. But truthfully, partner doesn't want to take a risk on it any longer. They're done. All right, Virgo, I wish you the absolute best. And I will see you again next week for your third week of July, for the end of the month of July's love reading. Thank you so much for all of the kind comments. And if you'd like to book a reading, you can contact me at angelicascensionstarot@gmail.com, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I wish you the absolute best, Virgo, and I will see you again next week. Until then.